Have you ever wondered what would happen if the Earth just stopped spinning? It sounds like a sci-fi movie plot, but the reality would be more chaotic than anything you've seen on screen. Let's dive into this mind-blowing scenario. Right now, you, me, and everything on this planet are hurtling through space at over 1,600 kilometers per hour at the equator. We don't feel it because everything, the air, the oceans, the ground is moving with us. But what if that motion suddenly stopped? The law of inertia dictates that everything not nailed down to bedrock would continue moving at that incredible speed. People, buildings, trees, and topsoil would be instantly flung eastward, creating a catastrophic global tsunami of debris. Winds faster than the speed of sound would scour the planet's surface, and the sheer force of the stop would trigger earthquakes and volcanic eruptions on a scale we can't even imagine. It would be the most violent, destructive event in planetary history. After the initial chaos, the world would begin to reshape itself in bizarre ways. Earth's spin creates a slight bulge at the equator. Without that centrifugal force, gravity would take over completely. The water from our oceans would surge away from the equator and flow towards the poles. This would create two gigantic polar oceans and expose a new supercontinent wrapped around the middle of the planet. Major cities like London and Tokyo would be submerged, while new landmasses would rise from the depths. Coastlines as we know them would be gone forever. Then there's the day and night cycle, or rather the lack of it. If the Earth stopped spinning but continued to orbit the Sun, one day would last an entire year. That means 6 straight months of blistering, non-stop sunlight, followed by 6 months of absolute darkness and freezing cold. On the sun-facing side, temperatures would soar high enough to boil water, turning vast landscapes into scorched deserts. On the night side, temperatures would plummet to Arctic extremes. Life as we know it simply couldn't survive in these conditions. The narrow strip of twilight between these two extremes, a Terminator zone, might be the only place with potentially livable temperatures. But it would be a world of perpetual dawn or dusk. Our weather systems would also completely break down. The Earth's rotation creates the Coriolis effect, which drives our wind patterns, jet streams, and the swirling motion of hurricanes. Without it, all that disappears. Instead of weather moving across the globe, huge storm systems would form and just stay put. Massive continent-sized storms could linger for months, dumping rain or snow in one spot, while other regions would experience permanent drought. The global climate engine would grind to a halt. Deeper inside the planet, another critical system would be at risk. The spinning of Earth's liquid iron core generates our magnetic field. This field acts as a protective shield, deflecting harmful solar radiation and cosmic rays. If the rotation stopped, this geodynamo would likely weaken or collapse over time. Without our magnetic shield, the sun's radiation would bombard the surface, increasing cancer risks for any surviving life and frying our satellites and electronic infrastructure. And for a fun little side effect, you'd actually get a tiny bit heavier. The centrifugal force from the spin slightly counteracts gravity, especially at the equator. If the spinning stopped, you'd weigh about 0.3% more. It's not something you'd feel, but it's a measurable change. So could humans survive? It's highly unlikely on the surface. We would need to build massive, self-sustaining habitats, probably underground, to protect ourselves from the extreme temperatures and radiation. We'd have to master energy generation that doesn't rely on a normal day-night cycle. In the long run, only the hardiest of life forms, like extremophiles deep underground or in the oceans, might have a shot at surviving this planetary apocalypse. Now, before you start building your underground bunker, don't worry. This is purely a thought experiment. There is no known force in nature that could just stop the Earth from spinning. The amount of energy required is astronomical, but it's just a fascinating and humbling reminder of the delicate and dynamic systems that make our planet the perfect home for life. What do you think is the most terrifying part of this scenario? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the impossible, be sure to like and subscribe for more cosmic what-ifs.